Hello guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. In this video, I will be reviewing the Transformers Age of Extinction Leader Class Optimus Prime. I will start this video off by reviewing the accessories included with this figure, and honestly, this figure is very nice looking, and it has a decent amount of accessories. So first, he does have his sword. I believe it's a sword of judgment. So he has this sword, he has the sheath, where both the sword and the shield can be attached onto his back with this. Then we have his shield. His shield can actually transform into a sort of blaster. As you can see, he's got like the little barrel down here. And what you can do is just pull out these bits. So they have these sort of pegs that go inside there. And then, so it's usually in these holes right next to this. You want to put them in these slots right here for both sides. And oh, it flew away. Okay, here we have this transformed. So the shield is transformed into this sort of blaster, and Optimus can actually have this equipped, and it looks very nice. Although I would have really liked for this to be like have some hinges there that could allow this to not have to parts form, but I think it's nice anyways. Now, the last accessory that Optimus includes is this blade. Now, this is a blade he used to fight against Galvatron. And this one actually can attach to his wrist. So you can see there's a little slot right here. You have to bring the hand down a little bit, and then you put that in, and then you have that blade ready. Now, you can actually attach all of these accessories to the back of Optimus. What you want to do first is you want to bring this panel up like so. Then you want to get this sheath, put the sword in, slide it into place, place the shield right there. So it's going to slot into that place. And then you want to put this other blade. You see this little tab, and there's this little slot, and you just want to combine these like so. And then you can see this peg and this slot behind Optimus, and you just place this here, and you have all his weapons on his back. And that looks very cool, except really for this like panel that forms, you can't really move this back because like even if you were to like move this, it's still there. Like move the sword to the side, it's still there, and it's not a deal breaker per se, but it's a little annoying. But honestly, it's not too bad. Now for Optimus Prime's articulation. So he is actually really poseable, even though he's really chunky. As you can see, he's got a ginormous backpack, but this can actually be removed. And that allows for a better range of motion, especially for his legs, but like the main articulation. So his head is on a ball joint. You can look up, down, to the sides as well, and then he has, so his arms can move forward, and so can these shoulder pads. So the shoulder pads can move like so. They can actually turn a full 360 for both sides. Both arms can move all the way out. He has a very nice elbow bend, and due to transformation, it actually goes all the way up to like the shoulders. So you can see that's a very nice elbow bend. I believe it's a double bend. Yep. So it's a double jointed, I think. And you have a swivel right above. Then we have articulation for the hands. So first we have wrist rotation, hands can go in and out due to transformation. Actually, that I think that's not even due to transformation. It's just he has that articulation, and you also move this down to be able to place his blade right there. A smaller one he includes the fingers. So these four fingers are articulated, but it's like one solid piece that moves, and it's still it's very nice actually. So you can see they can open, close, and they have a pin joint right through. Now you do have a waist rotation, so you can actually bring these skirt pieces up. You can see there's the waist, and you can see it kind of gets hindered by this backpack, but I will show you how to remove it in just a second. So you can see that rotation. Legs can kick forward to a very decent range, like it's like all the way. And for both sides, you got a thigh swivel right there, a knee bend. You can see here, knee bend. Then we have foot articulation. So for the feet, you want to, so you can actually move them like in, like so. They can rotate. And now, in order to remove the backpack, you want to untap these bits right here. So you just want to untap them from these slots. Just bring this out. And same for the other side. So do the same here. And you want to extend. And you can see this little mushroom peg connection right here. You just want to slide that out. Like so. And as you can see, the backpack came off like that. And it's very easy to reattach. And then you just want to like bring this armature down, this like so. And as you can see, Optimus Prime, he looks a lot cleaner from the back with this removed. Now the legs, yeah, one of the only real complaints I have about this is not really the backpack itself, but the leg design. These look a little weird. It's cool, but it's a little weird. Like from the front, they look really nice, but from the side, you can see extra smokestacks, which in the movie Optimus only had smokestacks on his back, not on his legs. So this is a little weird, but it's like honestly, it's not too bad. They look very squarey from the back, dude. Like that's one of the only things I really don't like about this. But everything else is like perfect. And if you want to reattach the backpack, oh, before we continue, so as you can see, now that we have removed the backpack, you can actually get better articulation. So the waist can actually do the full 360 turn now, and the legs can kick back like all the way. That is amazing range of articulation now without the backpack. And if you want to reattach it, you simply bring the backpack in, then you want to extend this again, bring this little mushroom peg out, and you just want to slide it back in like so. And then you can bring these panels forward again and tap them into place like so, and like so. And there you have the backpack reattached. Now, I will guide you into on how to transform Optimus from robot mode into truck mode, and then vice versa. Now, to transform Optimus into truck mode, what I like to do first is I like to bring these panels back, so these peg into the inside of his chest. So you just want to bring them back like so. Then you want to come here to the top. You can see this section is connected by a few tabs. You just want to slide them out and extend this. Now, what I'd like to do is bring this up, bring these little panels up as well for both sides. And don't extend this just yet. Just want to keep this like this. Turn it around with that mushroom peg. Now, you want to bring the chest, so you just want to bring it a little forward and up. So you can see up, there it goes. And there you have like a chest flat. And then you want to bring this piece and fold it inside of the chest. So there's actually a slot inside, and there's a tab here. So this is going to connect like so. So Optimus should be looking like this. The next step I like to do, so bring these out for a little clearance, and then you want to bring these skirt pieces out like so to extend and bring out the wheels, so the front tires, and then you can come to the front, extend this panel that's inside of this, and you can bring it forward. Once you've done that, you can actually connect. There's some tabs right here and some slots inside of these, so just want to connect to secure this into place. There's the front of the truck almost done. So the next step I like to do for this guy, I just bring this other skirt piece forward, like so. This is going to go at the, so it's the bottom of the truck. Then I like to turn around at the waist, so turn it around to where the screws are facing this top part, like so. And now you want to bring this entire, so first you want to bring these forward like so, and then push at this little tab piece. So this is going to allow this to extend and bring it forward. And do the same for the other side. So bring it forward, push on the little tab, extend, and fit it into place. Now, for the arms, you want to make sure, so you see this little tab right here, and there's a slot inside of the shoulder pad. So you just want to fit this in there, make sure it snaps so it goes into place, then bend at the elbow, but you want to make sure this top part where there's a slot is facing to where you can see this little tab right here. So I believe you have to turn around like so. So first, what you can do is actually bend at the elbow. Make sure so it's facing to where that little slot is. So right there. And then it's going to connect like so. And then you can bring the shoulder pad over and snap it into place. And do the same for the other side. Now that both sides have been transformed, they should be looking like this. So the next step is going to be to bring this entire armature in so that it fills out this little gap right here. So you do this by simply hinging this. There's a lot of hinges inside of this, and you just want to make sure it collapses into this. And then you can bring these and combine them with this slot and this tab right here. You just want to combine these two halves. And then you can bring the doors, snap them into place. Same for the other side. Just bring this down, collapse, there we go. And then you can snap this into place. You can see there's a little slot right there, and there's a little tab right here. So you just want to bring this down and back to accommodate it while you are combining the two pieces here. So there it is. That's the front of the truck, basically complete. Then you want to come over to the feet and the low. So the feet first. So just want to bring the heel up and combine the front of the foot as well. Do the same for the other side until they look like this. Then you want to come to the back of the legs, and you can see this flat area. You just want to pull it like so. Move this to the side, and you can see the tires are visible now. Then you want to bring these up like so. Like so. Then you want to turn around to this side, and you want to use that little thigh swivel and turn the legs inwards. So this is how it should look. And then you want to combine directly at the back. So this is how it's looking at the moment. So the next step is to bring these, so just move these up. Then you want to bring these up like so. Then this is going to come over here. And then we have the other side. Just want to do the same. Bring this up, forward. Bring this other part forward as well. And combine with these many tabs and slots at the top. So snap. Then you want to, so you see here these tires. You want to slide them like so. So there's a little tab there. Here we got the same for the other side. You want to combine this trailer hinge, so just make sure you combine here and here. So there it is combined, and there it is. And now you want to turn the foot around so the red is facing towards the outside. Do the same for the other side. And then you want to, you see this little sort of hinge. You want to bring this forward, and you want this to slide into this little slot for both sides. So you just kind of have to move this forward a little bit. And now it is in place. But before you do that, you do want to bring this entire armature down. So just bring it down like so. This is going to connect at this little spot. Just bring it to place like so and like so. Now this is connected, and now you can bring these forward. So for both sides, remember, just want to move this forward a little bit, and then it should snap. Now, sorry guys, my camera ran out of battery for a moment. But so as I was saying, so you want to bring these forward, and you want to snap them into place, both sides, like so. And then you can bring up his tires, like so and like so. And here we have Optimus Prime transformed into his Western Star truck. As you can see, there's a little Autobot insignia right at the front. See the Western Star text. This little Western Star logo. Rolls really nicely. All wheels are pinned into place, which makes this very easy to roll around. Now, for weapon storage, you can actually bring his weapons, and this is how they are supposed to go. So first you want to, so take off this blade right here, so the tiny one, take this one off and bring out the sword. Then you want to, so you can see the trailer hinge, and there's this little peg. You want to slide this into place, and then you can slide the sword right there. And you can Then you can see this little slot and these tabs on the side. So you can actually place this little blade right next to the wheels. And there you have the weapon storage and truck mode. It's, yeah, I don't like it that much, but I like the truck, but I don't like the storage that much. But it's cool that you can have all the weapons on Optimus, all at this at the same time. Now, for a small vehicle mode comparison, I'm actually going to bring in the Age of Extinction, the Voyager class Galvatron, not the Studio Series. I don't have that one, unfortunately, but the uh, old Voyager. So as you can see, here we have both Optimus Prime and Galvatron in their vehicle modes. So as you can see, Galvatron is a tiny bit smaller. I mean, Optimus is like this, has this extended front, and this is like a flat nose truck for Galvatron. But it still looks really nice. Both of them together. Sadly, in the movie, we never really saw them both side to side. Like in truck mode, we just really saw them like separately or fighting a robot mode. But honestly, they look very cool together. Now, to transform Optimus from truck into robot mode. So to transform Optimus back into robot mode, first you want to bring these out from here so you can see. Like so. Like so. Then I'd like to turn the feet back around. Like so. So the red is facing outwards. Then we can bring the tires down. So disconnect these here and bring the trailer hinges pieces back into place. Then you want to slide this out from this slot. Then you want to disconnect these, bring these two panels, both of these out, bring these two down like so. Then you want to bring these to the side like so. Then we can so I would recommend transforming the legs first. So then we can come down here and you can see these are going to fit right in there. So just bring these down again. Bring this tire, so the tires, you bring them back up. As you can see, we're going to do the same for the other side. So bring this down. Bring this up. And then we can turn around. So here at the thigh, we can align these like so. And then we can bring these down. And you can see here we have, so bring this down, then bring this out, and bring it over. And this is actually going to tap into, this. So do the same for both sides. Now that both sides are transformed, we can bring the heels back and this forward. So this is for both sides. That is the legs transformed. Now you want to turn around at the waist, bring down this skirt piece. Then you want to bring these, so bring this piece up like so. Then you want to bring these, so bring the doors up like so and like so. And then you can bring the arms. So you want to separate the arms like so, bring them out. Then So this little tab you want to disconnect from this little tab for both sides. Then you want to bring this forward. Then you want to combine these like so. Do the same for the other side. Like so and like so. So he should be looking like this. So the next step I like to, so what I do next is just straighten the arms. So straighten the arms like so and like so. So Optimus should be looking like this. Now that you have Optimus, so most of them are transformed, you want to bring these little panels out from these little tabs, and you want to bring this back, extend it. So just make sure you turn this around like so, bring it back like so. Then you want to bring this part of his abdomen, untab it from the inside of the chest like so, and now you can bring this down. Now you want to come back here and just want to bring this up on those hinges. Then you want to bring out the skirt pieces from inside of the front tires like so. Then you bring them down. So bring these down. Make sure you have enough clearance. That is why you want to make sure you have these. So make sure this is, you bring this up, bring these. So the smokestacks, you want to make sure they're up like so. Then you can bring these down both sides. Snap them into place, and then you want to bring this entire armature and make sure you slide those tabs into these slots. And then you want to slightly fold this in and bring these forward. Make sure they tab into the little slots inside of the chest. Then these smokestacks, there's some tabs, or there's some slots that are inside of the smokestack, and there's some tabs right here. Just make sure you press this so they combine right there. Then you want to make sure all of this is tapped into place. Then you want to turn around. So right here, straighten these out for both sides. The shoulder pads, just bring them down slightly. So like that. And then for the backpack, you want to bring this in. Then you want to, you see here, you're gonna bring these forward. And then you can tab them into these slots right there. So make sure you tab these into place to secure the figure. And there we have Optimus Prime fully transformed into robot mode. Now, I do want to do a small comparison also with Galvatron in robot mode scale. So here we have both Optimus Prime and Galvatron, and I'm actually surprised to say that the Voyager Galvatron is taller than the leader Optimus. Although I do think that they're like the same size, almost the same size in the movie, so this is not, doesn't look too weird. And honestly, even though this guy doesn't have that much paint, I think he looks cool alongside Optimus Prime, and see they're about the same size. And now, this was my review for the Age of Extinction Studio Series Leader Class Optimus Prime. And this review, did get a little long, but I did try my best to show how to transform this guy in detail. So from robot to vehicle and vice versa. So I hope you guys found this video helpful, and I will try my best to improve my videos. I'll try to edit them better. I'll try to make them a little easier to follow, and I will make them so a little more entertaining. And if you guys would like to see more reviews, or if you have any feedback, or if you have any maybe a request for a figure that I should review, that being like a third party or like an official figure, let me know down in the comments, and please like and subscribe if you would like to see more videos in the future. And I appreciate you watching this video, and have a great day. Goodbye.